And this is the astrological forecast for the sign of Virgo from now through to the end of the year. It's a generalised forecast based on your sun sign position only. If you want a more specific forecast for you as an individual, come to me through my website, stevejudd.co. Virgo, it's a mixed bag. Okay, there's a number of real positives going on. There's a number of neutrals and there's one or two big challenges as well. So let's go through this in some type of order, and let's start with the fact that very shortly now, within the next 2.5 weeks, it's the once every year Virgo new moon. This takes place on the 27th of August at 8:30 a.m. UK time. 27th of August, that's a Saturday, so yeah, that's 3 weeks yesterday. And it's looking like a nice new moon. It doesn't seem as if there's any problems with it. It is going to be squaring Mars very strongly. So it's not going to be quiet. There's going to be a bit of superficial high output, accident proneness, clumsiness, but there's also going to be a lot of physical energy available to get things done with. Come back to Mars in a minute. Let's run through the neutral stuff first of all. Is that over the rest of this year, Jupiter isn't touching you, with the exception of those of you born on the 22nd and the 23rd of September. At the very end of Virgo, Jupiter is going to nip back into the end of Pisces. And the period of mid-November to solstice, when Jupiter is at the end of Pisces opposite your sun, may result in some situations getting larger than life, over the top, mountains made out of molehills, things blown out of proportion. So if you're born in the last couple of days of Virgo, be careful around mid-November to the third week of December, and don't take anything too seriously. There's an element of hype and spin. Saturn, I'm delighted to say, is not impacting on any of you at the moment, although early next year Saturn will move into your opposite sign of Pisces, and then those of you born in August are going to come under the microscope, but more on that another time. Neptune is hitting a few of you very strongly indeed. Those of you born around the 15th to the 18th of September, Neptune is opposite your sun. He's been opposite your sun for the last 5 or 6 months. He's going to stay opposite your sun till February, March. And this can it certainly brings a more enhanced openness towards things like compassion, empathy and spirituality, yeah. But it also brings fatigue, weariness, brain fog, confusion, nebulousness, uncertainty, and it can make you question everything you're doing as to whether it's real or not. And you will find yourself sleeping a lot more. And the idea of walking by the beach or drinking lots of water, very good idea. Pluto is doing wonders for some of you. Those of you born around the 19th, 20th, 21st, even the 22nd of September, Pluto is now trining your sun. And this is excellent. This is bringing stamina, resilience, perseverance. It's bringing a degree of psychological self-confidence and self-belief. And it's a lovely aspect. No negatives there at all. And Uranus is also trining the sun of those of you born from the 7th to the 11th of September. And if you're one of these people, then with Uranus trining your sun this year, there's going to be a number of not so much sudden, but unusual opportunities opening up around you for you to have a new spin or a new take on existing situations, to kind of revolutionize your limitations, to think outside the box and to see round corners, to be able to get things to work for you a lot more easily. This is lovely. This is lovely. But then we come to Mars. Actually, there's a Mercury retrograde in Virgo soon. Mercury's going to go retrograde on the 10th of September, and then he's going to do this in early Libra and then go retrograde back into late Virgo. So basically those Virgos born on or after the 17th of September, there's a Mercury retrograde coming up. And it is going to impact on you if you're born on or after the 17th of September. So if you're one of these people, then there's no point in making major changes, of course, or changing plans or making big travel plans or big decisions between the time during that Mercury retrograde shadow, which is basically the 20th of August through to about the 10th of October. 50-day period. 7 weeks. Don't make major changes, of course, if you're born on or after the 17th of September during that time. Mars is in Gemini, or it will be very shortly. And Mars is normally in Gemini for 7 weeks. This year it's going to be there for 7 months because of its retrograde process. And Mars is going to directly impact on those of you born in September from the 1st through to the 18th of September. If you're one of these people, then particularly over the period of September and October, you're going to be getting your buttons pushed. And it'll be easy for you to say or do something that you'd later regret, born of impatience or impulsiveness. So don't. Instead, use your energy in terms of digging the garden, walking the dog, getting down the gym, being projective and assertive, but not being confrontational and aggressive. And if you do get your buttons pushed, then just walk away rather than get involved in other people's baggage. Good advice all round. It's not going to be a quiet time. Most of you are looking good in the medium long term, but short term, careful for Mars over September, October.